Hello, fellow followers, and welcome back to FanZcene Vids. And I am FanZcene. With me, as always, is Metal Runner and Tom from Midnight's Edge, Midnight's Edge After Dark, and Midnight's Edge Radio, and all the cool shows. And hail to the chat, Tim Hayes, Cosmic Squirrel. Thank you guys for being here. Who else we got down there? HVP, welcome, buddy. Glad to have you back. We're always fashionably late. And Anthony Draven, hell. Welcome, guys.
That
I
was
just
the
want to.
shortest intro ever.
I know, isn't it? I just want to say, this we've been doing this this year. This is the 25th episode. I thank you guys for always coming on and hanging out with me, and I thank also Mike when he's on here, and Lindsay when she's on here. Thank you guys for always being a part of this and just geeking out with me over physical media. I appreciate it, guys.
No problem, man. It's fun.
Yeah,
it's always a good time. So, is there anything you guys want to go over real quick before we get into the show here?
I guess one thing real quick, because I know Tom doesn't have time, but I got a 4K.
He's growing up. He's got a 4K Sony and he's got a 4K TV now.
Absolutely, it's right there.
Runner.
Congratulations.
There's another thing that's happened over the past year. We took little old Runner from the rookie critic to almost catching up to the rookie critic.
I think I'm already caught up. Let's be honest. I mean, would you know who's beating who at this point?
I don't know. I guess maybe you've probably seen a little more than him.
But that's been kind of my guess, but I've been very unsure. It's like a 50-50 thing. It's like I feel like I've seen more than him, but I feel like I also haven't. I don't know. I mean, I don't know.
Dragon Master 360 says, "Talk about Paul Feig."
That guy.
He whined and got his way, or at least for the most part.
Well, it turns out I was kind of right from begin with. This was always going to be this way.
Oh, was it?
Yeah,
That's right.
That's what Ghostbuster News had reported too.
So is it the DVD version or the Blu-ray box set that gets the disc?
All it is just a slip of paper.
Oh yeah, it's just a slip. I thought maybe they were getting the disc.
Nope.
So is the slip of paper with the digital codes? Because I do use the digital codes just for traveling and stuff. Is it all together with one code, or is it separated with
Sometimes these box sets are, but I'm going to assume in this case, since it's Sony and a lot of the ones I've gotten from Sony so far have had separate codes for each movie.
Okay.
That it'll probably be a separate code.
Because I hope it's a separate code just so I can use it just for the 3 movies and not that piece of shit. If I ever get that box, I don't even know if I will. But with all the special features that Tom's been talking about, it's really been kicking my ass. I might just get it at some point.
Yeah, you did a video on that, didn't you, Greg?
Yes, I did. And I did 2 videos on it. After you showed me special features, man, that 114-minute preview cut of part 1, man, that is... I'm looking forward to that. I got to find a way to get that myself.
Hey, Matt.
Yes, Matt Vader. Hey, Matt. What's up, man? Been a while.
What's up, Matt?
Yes. And it says the slip of paper has the movie code and Paul Feig's tweets on it. So, there's that. Is there anything else you guys want to, any other releases you want to talk about before we get into this? Because I know, Tom, you don't have a lot of time tonight. I have not watched Boba Fett and the Book of Disappointment yet. I've kind of lost interest in Star Wars.
I'm not watching any more Disney Star Wars. I'm tapped out.
I love Star Wars. Don't get me wrong, I love Star Wars and everything. But you guys know me, what I'm mostly into. So I tend to stick to my 80s and stuff. So.
I'm trying to take a long break from Star Wars now, just because part of me it's dead, but I don't want it to. It's So that's why I'm just taking a break.
Understandable.
For like a while.
Understandable, man. But yeah, there. I know we get The Last of the Dogmen is coming out on Blu-ray. I saw that, and but if you guys want to go ahead,
Edge of Darkness is coming. Magnum PI.
Oh yeah,
Flight of the Phoenix.
The original.
Slumber Party Massacre.
The remake.
Green Mile is coming to 4K.
Yep. Constantine is coming to 4K.
Yeah, Caligula. Yeah, you got Last of the Dogman already. Let's see here. We also got some rumors, including a bunch of Quentin Tarantino ones like Reservoir Dogs, Kill Bill 1 and 2, Jackie Brown, Pulp Fiction, Aviator, To Kill a Mockingbird, In the Heat of the Night, Frighteners.
Oh, Frighteners is rumored.
Yep. The Godfather looks like we might be getting in March. It Follows, Amadeus, Abyss was another big one that's been rumored now.
Yeah, I just saw that. James Cameron
said. Rain. Yep.
Yeah.
Lost Boys, Casablanca, Poltergeist, Edge of Tomorrow, Constantine, which you already mentioned.
Yep.
Green Lantern, Giant, the James Dean movie, and next Christmas we can expect Elf, Christmas Vacation, Christmas Story, and Polar Express.
I could do that Polar Express.
Yeah, I don't really want that one. So there you go. And then Encanto got announced for February.
They're releasing Green Lantern on 4K
for some reason. And then also on Blu-ray, we're getting Prehysteria Zoot Suit.
Oh yeah, Prehysteria Part 2.
And then we know that the Mad Max anthology is getting re-released on February 1st, but we have not heard anything about the individual releases, but we can assume this is the one with the fixed discs for Road Warrior and Beyond Thunderdome. And that's pretty much the basics, unless you had anything else.
No, that should do it. That's pretty much it, guys. And you get a Spider-Man No Way Home Steelbook you can pre-order at Best Buy right now. So that's about it.
Oh, no shit. Wait, what does it look like, the Steelbook? I didn't even see it.
It doesn't look bad. Yeah, I'd have to show you. I can't bring it up right now because you know how my internet is. But it doesn't look too bad. It's basically just him and all the villains behind him.
Oh, okay. So, is it like concept art with Doc Ock's arms like waving on like the edges of the screen? Because that's been what's like in the posters.
Pretty much. It's just like Tom Holland, Spider-Man in the middle, with Electro behind him, Green Goblin, and Doc Ock's arms everywhere with Doc Ock. They're like all circling him.
Oh, okay. I might get that.
So, yes. And yeah, no, the 4K will not help the special effects. But since we went through all that.
Let me talk about the Green Lantern thing. Release the Green Lantern scene from the Snyder Cut. There you go. Yeah, John fucking Stewart in live action.
Every show, Runner. Every show.
No. It doesn't like take the Snyder Cut thing out of it. You had John fucking Stewart in live action, and Warner Brothers was like, no, you're not releasing that scene. Fuck that. dumb fucks.
And on that note, Tom, we'll go to you first for the night. What do you bring us tonight, man?
Well, being that Christmas was this last weekend, I treated my parents to a modern Christmas classic. Santa Claus, giving, and all that stuff, called Fat Man.
Oh, that's a good movie.
Yeah, of course, came out on Blu-ray last January.
I still haven't seen it.
Walton Goggins, Mel Gibson, of course. Really good flick.
They
enjoyed it.
Yeah. I did a review on that, which is no longer up on my channel, sadly, but the director did like my review, so.
Why is it no longer on your channel?
Yeah, well, it's copyright claimed, so I had to fix it up.
Well, at least the director liked it, so that's cool.
Yeah, he did. But yeah, that is a damn good movie. Walter Goggins in that movie is freaking hysterical, and I did not expect it to actually go as far as he did in that movie without giving too much spoilers away. So that was crazy. It's a good movie. If you've not seen it, check it out. Mel Gibson is awesome, and Walter Goggins like steals the movie for real. So
yeah,
check
it's a great flick.
Yeah.
Definitely. It's like if Quentin Tarantino made a Christmas movie.
Yes, exactly. You better watch out. I got my eye on you.
I'm here for your head, Batman. You think you're the first? You think I got this job because I'm happy and jolly? Or fat and jolly?
I just love like how he's like out of the blue. Sometimes he just like does these feats of like superhuman strength and stuff. You're just like, okay,
Steroids.
yeah. So that's a good movie. So if you've not seen it, I recommend that. It's a good one. That's a good one to start with, Tom. Runner, let's see what you got. What do you got, man?
All right. So this is the first. This is actually the first movie I saw on my 4K TV. So that was like a couple of days ago. It's a war movie. It's a really good one. It stars one of the Spider-Men, and that is Hacksaw Ridge.
Oh, Hacksaw Ridge.
On 4K
Directed
Steelbook.
by Mel Gibson.
Yes.
Yeah, it was directed by Mel
Connecting.
Gibson. Yeah, so it's got a cool slip cover because, you know, Andrew Garfield's character is a medic. Private Dawes.
Nice.
Pretty
cool.
fucking cool. And Andrew Garfield's fucking great in this movie. Fantastic.
That's cool. I've actually never seen that movie.
You've never seen it?
No, I've been meaning to, but I just haven't.
Oh, dude, it's good. It is good.
What was you gonna say, Tom?
What's up?
I said it was decent.
It was decent. I know it's like he won't like pick up a gun or anything, right?
Yeah, he's all uber religious and shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
Do none of that.
It's really, really good.
Like, let's put it this way: I like it, but the only thing keeping it from being one of those, you know, religious movie release things is the fact that it was directed by Mel Gibson and Andrew Garfield's in it. Like it was like one producer away from having Kirk Cameron in it.
Interesting. I'll have to check it out though, because I do like.
It's
Mel
not
Gibson.
heavy-handed or anything, but
yeah.
I thought Andrew Garfield was really good in this. I mean, I think he's a decent actor. I'm not like the biggest fan of him, but I thought he was really good in this. I was impressed.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to check it out because I've been meaning to see that. And I know my mom really wants to see that too, so I will have to check that out.
It's definitely one you could watch with your mom.
Yes, because
she likes rated only PG-13, ain't it?
Hold on a second. No, it's rated R.
Oh, surprisingly, then.
I think it's because of the
I don't remember any F words or nothing like that. It's because of violence and the gore. Yeah.
That's cool.
For someone like us, it's like we're kind of like used to all of it, so we don't like recognize like the ratings and things like these. But yeah,
it's cool. I've checked that one out.
Actually, no, because someone's legs get fucking blown off and they're all fucking bloody and shit. So yeah, of course it's gonna be rated R.
Nice. I'll check it out because I like Mel Gibson a lot, and Andrew Garfield's pretty cool. So
yeah,
I definitely have to check that out. It is one that's on my list that I've been meaning to watch for a while. So it's a good one. And look, and you saw it on 4K on your 4K TV. How'd it look?
It looked fucking great. So this is the first one I saw on. I mean, this is a fairly recent movie, but it looked very good. Like you know, all the effects like in the battlefield and the fucking flames, like from the flamethrowers look fucking amazing. Like it looks so fucking good. And the other movie I watched on my 4K TV was Speed. That was really good too.
Speed looks awesome on 4K. That is one of the crisp 4Ks I've ever seen.
It's good. It looks really good. I mean, I have to see more things on 4K on my 4K TV in order to like realize how good it is. But like, I mean, it's really good. Like picture quality is great on Speed, but I mean, it's good on Hacksaw Ridge as well.
Cool. It's nice. Dig it. I dig it. I'll do mine now. I'll do a 4K. I brought one 4K tonight. I don't think I brought this one on here before. So we have Lilu Multipass, The Fifth Element on 4K. If you've not seen this is a great flick. I don't care what anybody says, and it looks pretty damn good in 4K. So there you go, starring Bruce Willis and Gary Oldman, and I can never remember her name, but she's from the Resident Evil movies.
What's her name?
Mila
Mila
Jovovich, I
Jovovich,
think.
yeah.
Yeah,
Jovovich.
yeah. So another freaking bot on here.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's the second time. Thank you, Dragon Master. Bot reported. Thank you. Appreciate that.
Those fuckers are in everyone's channels.
I know. But yes, if you've not seen The Fifth Element, I highly recommend it. It's a great sci-fi movie. It's a little French, but that's because it's what it's based off of. But it's really cool. So, and it was before Bruce Willis was just accepting every movie job he could ever accept. But it looks good. It's another one that looks good on Blu-ray.
When did it come? When did it come? When did it come out?
When did it come out?
Yeah, when did
97, something like that.
97.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm trying to find the date on there. I don't see it on here. It's a Sony, so yeah, 97. You're right, 97. Luc Besson film. But there you go. There's that. If you've not seen it, it's a good movie. It's they tried to it's based off the same stuff they did. What's that movie that came out, had Rihanna in it, and it was in space? They tried to say it was like one of the biggest sci-fi things of all times. What was that movie? I don't remember.
Are you talking about Valerian?
Yeah, Valerian. It's like comes from the same thing of Valerian comes from.
Same director, yeah.
Yeah, same director, and it's like the comic book that it's there's similar comic books or something. But yeah, there you go. There's that. If you've never seen it, I highly recommend it. It's a good movie. Gary Oldman is great as villain as always, and Bruce Willis is pretty good in this movie. It's no Die Hard, but I like it. It's good.
I can't believe you went through that whole thing and didn't mention Chris Tucker.
Oh yeah, Chris Tucker. I forgot about that.
Chris Tucker playing Gay Prince.
Yeah, Gay Prince guy. Oh, what's he say? I can't remember what he says. Corbin, my man. Corbin, my man.
And when I say Gay Prince, I mean like Prince, like the artist, but gay.
Yeah.
And Prince was already non-binary, so
he's got that blonde hair and that.
He was already that far over, so yeah.
Yeah.
It's an interesting film. I have not seen it in years. I do have the 4K. I haven't had a chance to check it out yet. I know it was shot in film, but I know there was some CGI effects, so I'll be interested to see how it upgrades.
It doesn't look too bad. It's not too noticeable, but I mean, it is the CGI for that time. But it looks good. The colors pop, and it's dark in a lot of spots, but it works. It plays well. 4K Cinema AC says, I got the Columbia Volume 2 4K box set for $72. Nice. With the coupon on Amazon, $17 add-on coupon. Wow. Nice. And
hey, for that price, it's worth it, man.
Yeah, and that reminds me, I got the Karate Kid 4K box set coming next week. I got that for $40.
Oh, from where?
From Amazon. It was they dropped the price, and I got a $10 coupon. So, look, there you go. So I got Amazon money for Christmas, and that was one of the things I bought. I haven't spent the rest of the money yet. So
I finally got to watch it.
Did you watch all three of them?
Yeah. Well, I got like a few minutes left on 3.
All 3, yeah. But yeah, I got that coming next week, so I'm looking forward to that.
I still need to get that, but I already spent some of my money on the TV and the player, so I'm gonna wait for my next payday.
So yeah, that's my next pick, or the only other pick I brought tonight was the Karate Kid box set. So
yeah, okay, so it's actually your turn. So if you want to show it real quick.
Well, sadly, I haven't got a chance to listen to the new commentary yet. I want to, but other than that, there's one deleted scene on Karate Kid 2. What you're really getting is the upgrade in picture and sound. The first film is the same as it was before, except for now it has Dolby Vision on it, which is an improvement. Of all of them, 3 probably looks the worst.
Really?
Really?
And it's just because, like, I don't know, it's weird because, like, compared to a film that came out from the same company in the same year, Ghostbusters 2, which looks amazing compared to this looks like it was shot right after part 2. Like the stock looks like right out of 86, which part 2 looks fine and great, actually almost reference quality for the era. But 3, for some reason, I don't know why, this time around just suffered. It looked great on video, I remember, because it was one of the first digitally mastered videos and all that kind of stuff back in the day. But yeah, I mean, it doesn't look bad. Don't get me wrong. It just doesn't pop like it came from 89. It looks more like 86, 87.
I was gonna say, you think it was shot on that film like you talked about before?
I don't know what the deal is with it, because it does look like it's from the original negative. I mean, the grain structure looks proper. I just and it's not like it's bad. It's just I expected a little bit more for the era. Considering, like I said, comparing it to things like Batman and Ghostbusters 2 and stuff like that, it just didn't seem like it was 89. It was weird. Some shit was all right, but there were some shots that are just kind of, I don't know, a little dingy looking. But overall, though, the entire series, sound-wise, picture-wise, can't say enough. It's definitely worth the $40 or $50 you can get it for right now, and I'd get it while you can.
Yes.
I doubt they like printed, excessive amount of these.
That's why I bought it. When I got like my Amazon cards for Christmas, I was like, that's what I'm getting, and it just so happened to go on sale. Plus, I got a $10 coupon. Got it, $40. So I had to get it, and I actually watched my Karate Kid 2 VHS, the one I had brought on here last week. Man, it was just weird seeing that on VHS again, watching it like that in the original, and it played so good for like being a tape from the 80s, so it was pretty cool. But anyways, that's just me.
I mean, yeah, I was hoping for some more special features, especially considering they just got done shooting, or they're shooting already season 5 of Cobra Kai. They had all those people together. You could have done some kind of extensive documentary, on 2 and 3.
Yeah, you would think.
But no, not a single special feature for part 3 outside the trailer. And for part 2, we just get one small deleted scene, which I think was in the TV version, because I think I've seen it before. It didn't like seem like, oh, I've never seen this before. It was just kind of like a little bit scene. And then there's a commentary, which I haven't got a chance to listen to yet, with Ralph Macchio and the girl who plays Kumiko or whatever.
Oh yeah.
And so yeah, maybe there's a bunch of stuff on that I mean, I'll hold off complete, giving it a grade on that point. But I mean, in comparison to looking at what we're getting with the Ghostbuster box set, it's like, oh god, you guys could have done so much more with this. But I mean, I can't complain. The fact that we've not gotten, the first 3 films in 4K is amazing.
Yeah,
especially part 3.
I would love to just get like even part 4 on 4K, and then the TV series once it's all done on 4K. That'd be awesome.
It would be.
Yeah. And Dragon Master says
I don't care much about, was it the next Karate Kid on 4K?
I know. I mean, I like it because I enjoy bad movies, and I think it would be. And plus, I'm a completist. I would like to have all of it on 4K.
That's the thing about that movie, is like, I don't think it's a bad movie. I don't. Like, I think most of it's
more of a wasted opportunity at the end.
Yeah, exactly. The end, like the ending with that fight sucked.
It's horrible.
Like, yeah, that was bad. Like that's the part where I'm just like, yeah, I only probably need to see this once. But other than that, like, the movie's not bad.
No, I mean, it was like Tom said, it was wasted. It was wasted.
Yeah, I actually liked that. Hilary Swank was, her character was different than Daniel. Like, I liked that element to it, and all of that.
So with Karate Kid 2, though, Dragon Master says it probably looks the best with atmospheric jungle and stuff. Is that what do you think? Because the
highlight probably was 2.
Yeah.
Even though I think they spent more money on 3, I could be wrong, but 2 did look the best probably overall, age-wise. Had very good grain structure. They didn't seem to do any real DNR to it at all. Right on par with the best. Like, Sony does an amazing job. Like, that's one thing I can't say enough about. Like, they don't seem to add any crap to their movies. You get like, just, this is what the movie looks like. They don't really try to add any extra noise reduction or smoothness or anything like that. You get the pure grain, and it was really nice to see it. But again, unfortunately, with part 3, that wreaks a little bit more havoc as opposed to part 2. You're right with the Atmos, with all the colors and the village scapes and all that kind of business. It looks great. So yeah,
That's cool. And you're the expert on the 4K. You're the 4K sensei, so it's good to know.
The 4K master.
The 4K master. And Dan Blackroyd says the Ghostbusters box set should be the gold standard to follow. Give me all the old updates with this kind of care and respect. Yes.
Yeah, it'd be nice.
Could you imagine if there's like alternate cuts of the Karate Kid, like the 114-minute Ghostbusters?
There kind of is out there on YouTube. Yeah.
Is there?
It's not an alternate cut so much as John G. Alvidson filmed the videotaped, I should say, the audition, like the entire film.
Yeah.
In audition form. And you can watch it all on YouTube. And there is only like 2 or 3 scenes that got deleted. Like there's like that script must have been super tight.
It must have then, yeah.
Because going through it, there's only like two I can think, 3 scenes I think offhand that I can think of that got deleted. And that is one scene where Johnny slams Daniel up against the lockers, and that's the famous picture that's out there, everybody, where they're like, where the hell's that scene? And that's actually, okay, so that picks up from an earlier deleted scene where they put a piece of pie underneath Daniel's seat in the cafeteria, and he sits on it. And then he throws the pie on them, so then that picks up after that bit. And then the only other scene I can think of offhand is a scene where we actually get some of Mr. Miyagi's backstory that was actually retconned in part 2. But since it was never put in the film, it doesn't technically count.
Yeah.
And we find out that he left Okinawa not because of the whole thing that happened that we find out about in part 2, but because he was trying to dodge the draft.
Nice.
And he ended up getting drafted when he came over here anyway.
Yeah, in America. That's pretty funny, though. That'd be interesting.
It's kind of, in the documentary we did, the retrospective, I actually have the little scene with that bit.
Oh yeah, I did. I watched that too.
Yeah. So yeah, draft dodger.
That's cool. But they did bring up the pie thing in the Cobra Kai, don't they?
Let me get drafted.
But they do bring up the pie scene in Cobra Kai, right?
Yes.
Yes, I remember that. But yes, that's cool.
Yes, famously they do, which is funny. Like I'm waiting for that to show up. Why wasn't it on any of these Blu-rays and stuff? But yeah.
Yeah. That's cool.
Karate Kid is one of the only ones yet that really hasn't had, and I'm surprised now with the success of Cobra Kai that they haven't had, somebody try and do one of these fan, built documentaries about. Like we've got Ghostbusters, we got one coming for RoboCop. We've got, You're So Cool, Brewster. There's a few other ones out there. There's even Wolfman's got Nards, which is Monster Squad. So like it's definitely due one.
Yeah, you would think somebody would do a Karate Kid one by now, especially with its popularity. I mean, we even got, like you said, like an It from the 1992 television things coming.
Oh, is it? I didn't even know about that.
Yeah, they're doing one. I don't know if it's out yet or not, but I can't remember. I think it's called We All Float or something. I don't know. I can't remember what it's called. But I know they actually got Tim Curry. They're interviewing him and all the kids that so that's
coming. I interviewed Tommy Lee Wallace already, and I know we're actually looking to try and talk to Tim Curry, but yeah.
That's cool. That's awesome. I'd love to see that, guys.
That is cool.
But 4K cinema here, this has got to be one of the best. I would love to see this. It says people should film themselves throwing away the digital copy of Ghostbusters 2016 to piss off Kevin Feige. Just get a big old compilation of people burning it and throwing it in the garbage.
What you do is you film yourself putting in, okay, I got the code for Ghostbusters, Ghostbusters 2, Ghostbusters Afterlife. Okay, I'm done.
That would be awesome.
Up and toss it in the garbage.
That's what I've been saying. Like, I if I get like a code of that, I might just like burn it.
That would be awesome. Just make a big YouTube video of all that. So that would be crazy. So let's get to you, Runner. What do you got for us?
Oh, this is another 4K thing I have. I haven't seen it on 4K. I'm not sure how good it looks. I'm pretty sure these. I know at least like 1 or 2 of them were filmed on actual film, I think. That is the Cornetto Trilogy on 4K.
Nice. I love Shaun of the Dead. That's my favorite one.
Hot Fuzz is my favorite easily.
I love Shaun of the Dead.
Yeah, it's a great box set if you can pick it up for a good price.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I got it for like maybe like less than 30, maybe.
Yeah, I think that's about what I got it for, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I like Shaun of the Dead a lot, but Hot Fuzz is my favorite.
Yeah, I love all three of them. Hot Fuzz is definitely I think World's End is a little bit misunderstood, but I really like it. I really like Hot Fuzz, but I like Shaun of the Dead. Just I'm a little bit of a horror guy like that, so I like that. So
yeah.
And whatever happened to Tim Curry? Didn't he have like a stroke or something? Tim Curry, I think he had a stroke.
Sadly, yes.
Yeah. That's what happened to him. But
he's doing a lot better than he was. But
yeah. I did see a picture of him not too long ago, so he does look like he's getting a little better. But yes, the Cornetto trilogy is awesome, and I love the fact that they used that Cornetto ice cream in each film, and it's color coded for the movie, like it's strawberry for Shaun of the Dead, and it's mint chocolate chip for World's End and all that. So
yeah, and isn't it vanilla or something? And
it's like vanilla because they're like
it's vanilla chocolate, I believe, in Hot Fuzz.
Yeah, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that is unique. I don't know if Edgar Wright, I don't know if he didn't think about the whole Cornetto thing until later, from what I've heard. It wasn't like he didn't call it the Cornetto trilogy just right away. They like sort of came up with that later on.
Interesting. But yes, that is a good one. You look at Runner here, bringing out 4K Blu-ray player, 4K movies. Just you're growing up, man. You're growing up.
Yep, you said that like.
I know. I just it's like the end of the year, 25th episode. No, how much you've grown from. You went from bringing what is it? Day of the Dead, Dawn of the Dead, or whatever every show. To now,
yeah, no, it's like you give me shit because of that one fucking movie.
It was like every show you brought it. It was like you were sleeping with it.
No, I didn't. I only brought it once.
Dude, you brought it like 5 or 10 times.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Maybe I talked about it because you brought it up so many times, like you just did now.
Whatever, man.
And that's why we're talking about it, because
the Cornetto trilogy.
It's your fault.
The Cornetto trilogy is a great one, so that is a good pickup. That is a good find to get, especially when it goes on sale.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
and I hope to pick up because I have every Edgar Wright movie so far on 4K.
Nice, and then you gotta get Last Night in Soho.
Yeah, 4K. Yeah, that should be coming in next month with Dune. So hope to pick those two up.
All right, cool. We'll go to me now. I have this is one of my Christmas presents I got.
I believe you can, Larry. He says, can you pick up 4K discs from any country? I believe so.
Yes, 4K discs are region free. So
yes.
The Blu-rays tend not to be, but sometimes they say they are and they're not. Sometimes they say they're like region A or B, and then boom, they're region free. But yes, 4K discs are region free for any country.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So I have my next one here is something I got for Christmas. Phantom of the Mall, Eric's Revenge, Arrow. This is a special collector's edition, and I'm sure Runner has no idea what this is, but This is an 80s cheesy slasher horror film, pretty much the Phantom of the Opera set in the mall. In the 80s. It's really bad. It's really cheesy. I love it. It's perfect. It comes with the poster and a really great book about the film here. Trying to get that. There you go. Film. The Phantom of the Mall. It's just one of those. It surprised me that something like this has got a really nice Blu-ray set like this. It's just amazing. It's a really good one.
I got it. I didn't get a chance to check it out yet, but
I watched it. I didn't watch all 3 cuts. I only watched the theatrical cut. I liked it. It was good. It was cheesy. Pauly Shore's in it. However, I do feel like by the time he gets no spoiler, I'm not going to spoil anything, but by the time he gets to the third act, I don't think they knew how to end this movie, and they kind of make the two leads a little annoying. They're like you kind of don't like them by the end of the movie, so that was kind of weird. But if you haven't seen that, I would check it out. It's pretty good. I mean, it was cheesy and bad, but pretty good. Yes, HVP says bow to you 4K sensei. I about to say sensor. And then Dan Blackard says missed the chance to ask this earlier today. Is the Superman TV cut from Donner worth buying? It's listed cheap on Amazon for me here. I have not. Bad. Yeah, it's not bad. I haven't seen it, so I mean I've seen the TV cut, but I haven't bought the TV cut. You know what I mean? So I mean. It's got a little extra stuff here and there. It makes it about what, like 3 hours, right?
Yeah, so like I think just roughly under or about there.
Yeah. So it's definitely worth a watch. But I check it out. And then Arrow, probably my MVP this year for physical media. Arrow has had some really great releases. I agree with that. And I got a couple Arrows for Christmas here that I'll probably be bringing on too once I get a chance to watch certain ones. So, yes. Bad 80s movies aren't given quite as much hate as nowadays. It's because, like, the 80s movies in the day when they were making these films, sometimes they knew they were bad films, but they, like, really put their heart and stuff into it, and they can admit if it's a bad film, and people can have fun and enjoy them. Movies today, bad modern movies today, is just, like, they don't realize they're making bad movies, and they still think it's great, and they don't realize the reaction of people saying, like, no, this movie is really, really bad, and they're like, no, it's good. It's good. So,
not because they're idiots.
Yeah. So they can't admit it, and it's just not the same like type of fun factor as well. You know that you have watching a bad 80s movie, in my opinion. So, but that was that one, and it is a really great set too because it comes with some really great stuff, and the picture quality is amazing for a movie like that. I never thought I would see a day where something like Phantom of the Mall got that great of a release. So I loved it. That was me. Runner or Tom, do you want to show one more or do you have to go?
Yeah, I really probably should get going here. I didn't bring anything else with me. Okay. So unfortunately, sorry.
That's okay, man. I know you're busy. And once again, I truly appreciate you coming on week in and week out and hanging with us and sharing your collection, man. I appreciate it.
I love being here. Like I said, I get to talk about stuff I love. So
yeah,
it's always a plus. But unfortunately, duty does call. So yeah, I got to get some stuff done. I've been swamped all week. So
all right, man. Have a good night. Thank you, everybody. You know where to find Tom. Midnight's Edge After Dark Radio. Check him out. Go sub.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Bye, Tom. Have a good night. All right. I hope you guys don't mind Tom being gone, and it's just me and Runner. I know we've lost the 4K Sensei, but I'll try to fill in a little bit with my knowledge. He said duty.
Fun.
Yeah. Brian Barth says, I have a problem with modern acting these days. It feels so phoned in. Sometimes it does. You know, a lot of them are just like, you know, this is a paycheck. This is and that's just what I'm going to do. So I agree with that. Runner, what do you got for us? What do you want to show?
All right. This is another 4K. These are all 4K. Spoiler alert that I got. This is a Warner Brothers one. Really good movie. I'm not sure how it looks on 4K as a whole. I'm very interested to watch this one on 4K. It's a damn good movie. It's a great comic book flick. It is The Daywalker Blade.
Oh, I love that movie. I love Blade. The original Blade. It's a great flick.
Yeah, it's fucking amazing.
And you haven't watched that one yet?
Not on 4K.
Not on 4K.
No. I'm very interested to check it out. I have the oh shit, where is that one? It's a collection on DVD that I got from Walmart for pretty cheap.
All three on DVD. I have all three on Blu-ray, but I've heard the 4K of Blade. It looks pretty decent, but maybe some of that CGI near the end.
This is the other Blade I have. It comes with Blade 1, 2, Trinity, and some other Blade movie that I've never.
They made a Blade TV show.
That's it.
Yeah,
I think so. Yeah.
Go
With that.
Yeah, I've heard the Blade 4K is pretty good, pretty decent. I'm curious myself because of some of that CGI at the end. But the Blade,
that's exactly what I was talking about because I think I've heard I think Yellow Flash talked about it in a stream that I was watching, and he said like I think he was like saying like, oh, it looked decent, but those effects do not hold up or something like that. Like that's what I've heard.
I mean, when he swells up, I mean, it looked cool when it was cool, but I'm afraid to see that in 4K at the end when he swells up.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, when Deacon Frost,
yeah.
When Blade just chops him up and like and he just like and then like the blood flow and all that. I'm just like that probably looks like
yeah. Though I will admit, as much as a good movie as Blade 2 is, because Blade 2 is a really damn good movie.
Oh yeah.
Some of the CGI in that is worse than the first movie, especially when they're fighting in like midair and they're doing karate. It's like you can tell those are like not even real people.
Yeah, I know some people like Blade 2 more than 1. I like the first one more.
Me too. I prefer the first movie, but I really like Blade 2. I think it's
Blade
really
2
cool.
is really good. It's I mean, you can tell it's definitely a Guillermo del Toro movie.
Yeah, Guillermo del Toro.
Because I'll admit that beginning scene where he's like kicking ass in the beginning of Blade 2 is fucking amazing.
It's good, but like some of that CGI, man, is really bad.
Some of the CGI is bad. But it's still fun. It's a fun
flick. Yeah. That's another example of like just a fun flick. It doesn't matter because you're just invested into the characters and the story. So
I haven't seen Trinity yet, believe it or not.
Blade Trinity, definitely not the best. Definitely not the best. Directed by David Goyer.
David S. Goyer.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's got Ryan Reynolds in it. It's got Triple H. It's all right. It's I would say it's definitely the weakest of them.
That's what I've heard. I've heard a lot of people say it's like really bad for what it is.
Dan Blackwood says Blade 2 got completely overhyped in response to Blade 3. I can see that. Because Blade 3 was not the best. It was not.
No, it's not like a Raimi Spider-Man thing where like 2 is obviously the far superior one. I mean, 1 is good, but like 2 is like the best.
2, I still say 2. Spider-Man 2 is still the best Spider-Man movie.
Yep, me too.
I mean, don't get me wrong. No Way Home is freaking amazing. I love No Way Home, and I would definitely say that is the best Spider-Man movie I've seen since Part 2.
Part 2
of the original Spider-Man with Tobey.
I would
it's the best Spider-Man movie since then.
Oh yeah, I agree. I would say it's No Way Home is probably my third favorite Spider-Man movie. Second one is the first Spider-Man with Sam Raimi, and fourth one is Into the Spider-Verse. I like Into the Spider-Verse. I know Tom hates that movie.
I still haven't seen it.
I'll judge it for yourself. You might like it.
See, the thing is, I've heard good things about it, but also at the end of the day, I'm not a big fan of Miles Morales.
I'm not either, but
I've heard like the Peter B. Parker is really, really great character in the movie.
Yeah, he is. You might like him in it. Miles is a slightly better character in this than like in the comics and anything else. Like I'll explain it whenever I show that on Blu-ray, because I want Tom to be there to
to criticize you.
Tom rant. I don't not criticize me, just the movie.
The movie. I don't know. I have to see it, but I'm agree. I say Spider-Man 2, Spider-Man 1, and Spider-Man No Way Home are the top 3 Spider-Man movies. Period.
Yeah, and most of the other ones are either like okay or suck. Like that's just because like the Andrew Garfield ones are like.
See, I like Amazing Spider-Man 1, but Amazing Spider-Man 2 is just
Amazing Spider-Man.
Oh my
1
god!
Amazing Spider-Man 1 is okay. And I hate that suit. I hate the orange eyes. I think it looks like someone. It looks like a windshield where someone just threw up and didn't even clean it up in the inside. Like that's just what the eyes look like to me. And I don't know, the design overall is just weird. The suit for the second movie, way better, bigger improvement. I really like that suit, but that movie, but as a movie, fucking sucks.
Yeah, it's not a good one.
It's probably the worst one in my opinion.
Yeah, probably.
And I mean, still to this day, even in No Way Home, I don't like Jamie Foxx's Electro.
I thought he did a lot better job than what he did. I mean, they definitely gave him a little better opportunity to be Electro, but it's.
I mean, he was a little. I'll say this: he was a little more menacing, and he had a better suit, but it was still Jamie Foxx playing Jamie Foxx. That's my biggest problem with Electro.
Pretty much. But Brian Barth wants to know thoughts on Blade 2, directed by Del Toro. I liked it. I think he did a heck of a job, and he definitely kept the vampire design for his TV show, The Strain. He pretty much likes that vampire design with the opening mouth like the villain has in that. But yes, I think Del Toro did a great job on that. I still think the first movie is better, though.
I agree. The first movie is the best. Yes. And I'm wondering why Blade 2 isn't even on 4K.
I think everybody remembers that first one the most. So usually sometimes they like to put out the first one to see how it does, and then they'll do the rest later.
I mean, you can. I don't know. Yeah, I feel like you just released the first 2 and that's it. Really.
And I also like Dan Blackwood said, I think a lot of people didn't like the third one, and it was so bad that they kind of maybe just stick with the first one for a while.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Yeah, that's about it for me. It's your turn, right?
Yes, it's my turn. And HVP said Peter B. Parker stole the show, which that's what I've heard. That's what I've heard.
He
so
does.
I have to check it out. I've just never really been that interested in that one, but I will check it out. We have talked about this once before on here, but I wanted to show my copy. I have Highlander Part 1 and Part 2, the Renegade version, which is where they tried to fix the nonsense they came up with in the second Highlander movie. So this is actually hard to find now. So there's 1 and 2. It's still the director's cut of Highlander, still not the original theatrical cut though. So
of the first one?
Of the first movie. Yes, it's the director's cut of Highlander 1 and the Highlander 2 Renegade version, which is essentially another director's cut, sort of, because I don't know how much you know about Highlander.
I've never seen any of them.
So the first Highlander is great. It's a masterpiece. It's a great film. Yes. The second one is a really bad movie. Really bad. And there's 2 cuts of it. There's the theatrical cut and there's the Renegade version. And in the theatrical cut, they try to say that they're aliens, the Highlanders are, from another world. And then in the Renegade version, they tried to fix it. And they say they're time travelers. They're from the future with certain abilities. So it's all convoluted. So it's weird. But like Tom and we said, let's be honest, Highlander is the best. The first one is the best. TV show is awesome. I like Part 3 and Part 4, but they're definitely not very good. So that's just me.
I still need to watch the first Highlander. You think it's a masterpiece?
Oh, the first Highlander is. I mean, it's just one of those movies in the '80s that has such a good idea behind it and was executed in a way that's just fun and entertaining.
Okay, it's just fun and entertaining. It might be. I'm just saying.
I mean, if you haven't watched the video, the Critical Drinker did a video on it. He explains it way better than I can, and it's just yes, I believe it's a masterpiece.
I try to watch most of Drinker's videos. I probably haven't seen that just because I wanted to like watch the movie first. But I'll check it out at some point. Isn't that thing supposed to come out in 4K soon, or because that's been delayed?
Tom said it might be. It looks like it might have been delayed. So yeah, I'm sure they'll. Whenever they get traction on the Henry Cavill remake, it's probably when we'll get a 4K copy of.
And when does that one come out? Do you know?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes, and Dan Blackwood's right. They should have taken their advice. There can be only one. Yeah, that's true. They probably should have just did the first movie and then the TV series, because the TV series is pretty good.
I didn't even know there's a TV series.
Yeah, there's a TV series, The Highlander. It ran for 6 seasons.
Yeah,
it's pretty good show.
6 seasons. Jesus.
Yeah, it's pretty good. And yes, the first Highlander is a cult classic. It is one. It's a masterpiece of a cult classic film.
My dad asked if I watched that movie not too long ago. I'm like, yeah, it's on my list.
Yeah, and yes, the TV. It's a good movie, and the TV series has a great movie-length pilot episode too. Yes, it does, because they do a great job in that TV series, because they take Duncan MacLeod, who's the main character of the film series, and
that's Christopher Lambert.
Christopher Lambert.
Lambert. Do you like him? Do you like him in Highlander or Mortal Kombat more?
Highlander.
Okay.
Highlander is so much better.
I only asked just because, like, I know a lot of fucking people like him as Raiden, but
he's cool as Raiden too, though.
I didn't get much of a Raiden from him. I mean, I think he's perfect for that movie. I don't think Raiden was the right role for him.
Probably not.
I know a lot of people are gonna. No, I know a lot of people are gonna give me shit for that, and some people have, but I stand by it to this day.
I like him, but he was. They did a really great job with that, because he was the star of the Highlander film franchise. So they used him. They brought him onto the first episode. It's a 2-hour like pilot movie, and like they bring him on, and it's his cousin or ancestor, Duncan MacLeod, played by oh my gosh, I can't remember his name, but I have it.
Who? Duncan MacLeod.
The actor on the TV series who plays the Highlander. Anyways, it's like the guy from the movie series comes onto the TV series. They started off, it's his ancestor, his part of his family, and they're both immortal, the Highlanders, and it kind of like bridges the gap between the movie and the series, and it connects them. And that way, it's a great way of like passing on Adrian Paul. Thank you, Dan Blackwood. Adrian Paul plays Duncan MacLeod, who's the Highlander on the TV series, and so it's a great like passing of the torch to him to the TV series. Why they still had the film franchise a little bit, so it was done really nice, really great. So, yes. And Adrian Paul. Thank you guys in the chat, Chad, Anthony, and Dan. Appreciate that. So, Runner, you got a fourth one you want to show?
Yes, this is the last one.
All right. What do you got?
This film series, or I don't know how to introduce this one. First one is really good. First one's a masterpiece in my opinion. I like the second one more than others, and the third, I don't hate it, but it's definitely not a good movie at all. And the fourth movie that came out recently that I watched, I can't believe how bad it was. It was absolute fucking shit. But that movie is not included in this set. It is the Matrix trilogy.
Oh.
On 4K.
Nice. I still want to pick up just the first one on 4K. That's the only one I want.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm not mad that I got all three. I was just.
No, I wouldn't be mad at that. I mean, because that's once again, I am sort of a bit of a completist, so I would like to have that. But personally, I probably would never watch part 2 and 3.
Here's the thing. I really like this front art.
It's got a nice cover to it.
Yeah, but here's the thing. The covers for the 4Ks are boring as shit. Okay, look, this is the cover for the first movie. It's just a rabbit.
Got to go down the rabbit hole.
I understand. I understand the point, because it's a good movie.
Yeah, I know that's
But
not a very good cover.
No, it's not a good cover at all. Like who's gonna want to buy the 4K just for this bland ass cover? I mean, there's a steelbook, I believe.
I think the covers for the single disc when you buy them separate are different.
All right, so then this is the one for Reloaded. It's with keys.
Nice.
And then here's one for Revolutions.
That's just the machine thing.
Yeah, it's the machine thing, and I believe the machine thing is in the the steelbook for the first movie. If you're just gonna get that,
yeah.
From what I've heard. Did you watch the new one? Did you watch the
No,
first one?
no, because see, the thing is, I like Anthony Driven here. Yep, I'll stick with the first Matrix movie. I only liked the first Matrix movie, and it wasn't like a franchise that I was like.
No, the first one is. First one's like the only like really good one.
Yeah, I like Keanu Reeves and everything, and it wasn't like a franchise that I was like, I like Highlander or Star Wars or Star Trek or like the Nightmare, even like the Nightmare on Elm Street series and stuff, like the horror series stuff. It just wasn't a franchise I was fully invested into. I absolutely loved the first one. I thought the movie, I've watched that like a bunch of times, but I don't think I've even watched the second and third one twice. So I was kind of dead in the water for me, and I had no interest for the new one.
I think I've only seen Reloaded and Revolutions once.
Yeah, me too.
But I've seen like the first one at least like 5 or 6 times.
Yeah,
but this new one that came out, holy shit! It makes the third one look like a masterpiece. I'm not even kidding. It is that bad.
I've heard it. I've heard it was really bad and pointless.
It's there's so many cringy things, and thing is, it's not woke. At least from what I've seen, like at least in my opinion, like it's not that it was woke. It's just not a good story.
It's just rehash.
Yeah, it's literally like, this is how you do member berries incorrectly.
Exactly.
In a movie, like people like to give shit. Like I've heard some people say like, oh, Ghostbusters Afterlife is probably another Force Awakens, or Spider-Man No Way Home's another Force Awakens. No, it's not like that. Like those two movies do nostalgia correctly.
I agree with that.
Did you see Afterlife or not yet?
Not quite yet. Not thoroughly. So.
No, because if you watch that, yeah, you'll like it. I think for the story, like you believe it's in that.
The universe of Ghostbusters.
Yeah, you believe it's in that universe of Ghostbusters, even though it's not really centered on the originals, but like, I mean, it's about Egon, but like, you know what I mean? Like,
I know that I've seen enough of it.
Like the new Matrix movie, like it feels so out of place. It doesn't like the whole like starting point of the plot. The recast for Morpheus is fucking terrible. that guy fucking sucked.
You know who that guy is, don't you?
Yes, he plays Black Manta, which I thought he was all right in.
Black Manta.
He was Black Manta. He was black. He was race swapped Dr. Manhattan in Watchmen.
Oh, was he? Was he Dr. Manhattan? I never watched that show because I had no interest in that.
No, I didn't watch that show just because it looked bad. And I've seen like pictures of him as Dr. Manhattan. I'm like, why? Like, why are you race swapping Dr. Manhattan? He's a white dude. Like this, you're continuating the comics, because I watched some of Gary's videos from Nerdrotic on the Watchmen show, and he says the HBO show is a continuation from the book, not the movie from Zack Snyder.
Yeah, it's from the book. Not the
it's from the book. It's a continuation from the book, but they race swap Dr. Manhattan, and from what he's said, because I think I watched a little bit of like some video, like live streams from him and Doomcock when they were like streaming at the time. There's a point where like Dr. Manhattan just like he like dies at some point, and for that to happen, he gives someone an egg or whatever, and basically handing someone his balls.
I don't know. I didn't watch it.
I mean, I can't explain it as a whole. I didn't watch it.
The thing is with me is like,
I don't plan on watching it anytime soon, just because it sounds bad. And just from that alone, I'm like why? But okay, so then he was the new Candyman guy.
Oh yeah, he was the new Candyman. Yeah, that movie
heard that.
sucked.
Oh, you saw it?
No, but I know it sucked. Well, I can't say I did. See, when I say that, it's not necessarily that I haven't seen them. It's just that
You've heard.
I've seen enough of them to know that
Okay.
what I like and what I don't like, and I know that movie sucks.
That's what I've heard. But like I swear.
Let's just say I've seen them, but I haven't. If I don't,
What other
I
stuff
don't
have you
watch them
seen?
all the way through because I know what I like and what I don't like. You know what I mean? I know some
because
people are like, how can you know if you like this or if you don't like? Well, I've been around for a long time and I've watched movies for a long time. And I think I know when I'm watching something I really like and when I'm watching something I won't like. So if I don't like it, I'm not going to finish it.
I
Plain and
mean,
simple.
I try to be fair. I
Me
don't
too. I
want
try to be fair, but I just when I know I don't like something, that's it. I'm done.
no. I'll say this, like it's kind of like Last of Us Part 2. Like when I saw Joel die, I'm like, yeah, fuck this. Like I'm not like what I'm not playing it. I watched like PewDiePie's walkthrough, at least some of it, but like he's the only entertaining part, and just the whole game is boring as shit. Like nothing interesting happens, unlike the first game. But that's a whole other story.
Yeah, I can't speak of that. I don't really play games.
Yeah, I know you're lame. No, I'm just kidding.
And yes,
No,
Chad Riddle, all that's old is crap again because
like
they've messed it all up.
okay, but I mean the guy who plays Morpheus, this recast, like when I saw him in the trailer, the thing wasn't like there were two things I was like really like complaining about. One was, why is this dude in every fucking movie now? Because I feel like he's in every fucking movie that comes out now.
Well, that's what happens when you become a popular in demand actor. They kind of want to put you in
I
everything.
know, but he wasn't like the only thing I've like known him for was an Aquaman. Like that's the only thing I've known him for. And then like he was in some other stuff, but I'm like, and then when I watched the trailer for the new one, I'm just like, please tell me that's not Morpheus. Please, no. And then in the beginning of the fucking movie, he's in it, and he's like, I'm Morpheus. I'm like, ah, I'm so
It was kind of
mad.
obvious from the trailer that he was Morpheus.
I know, but it could have been some other character possibly, but no, because they didn't reveal who it was in like IMDb and shit at the time, because they
They
didn't.
may not have revealed, but you watch that trailer, you know he's Morpheus.
I know, but they didn't like. Okay, but you understand, it could have been some other character possibly.
It could have been, but
I
mean, even watching the first one, you're like, oh, that's Morpheus.
I know it looked like Morpheus. It could have just been like a rip off of Morpheus who wasn't called Morpheus, but like that dude was fucking terrible. Like I'm not like not. I mean, as an actor, he's fine. It's just
it's not so much the acting; it's the script and the directing and what they had to work with.
Yeah, and Lana Wachowski, she fucking did a horrible job with this new, and she fucking created it.
Well, her and her sister.
Yeah, well, no, her sister's not a part of this project.
She's not a part of this one. I know that. And I did hear something like Warner Brothers was going to make the movie with or without them. Yeah. So she kind of came on board and just kind of, in a way, gave Warner Brothers a middle finger, and also the fans for what I don't know. It's crazy.
They kind of broke the fourth wall with that at one point, because this whole plot is like Neo basically works as a game designer.
Mm-hmm. And he designed the Matrix.
The game is the Matrix. At that point, I'm just like, okay, so the whole entire time it's a fucking game? Like, I was so confused. Like, through this movie. I'm like, what? And then and the fact that you don't even have Hugo fucking Weaving as Agent Smith fucking appalls me. like he's one of the most iconic characters in pop culture, and you don't even have Hugo fucking Weaving as Agent Smith.
It's sad. It's sad, but like I said, I only ever cared for the first one, so I wasn't like into this.
You know who they got to play Agent Smith?
No, I seen him in the trailer, but I don't know who that guy is.
No, like not the like really buff dudes that wear the suits. Like one of the guys
I seen the trailer with them, and it's like a black-haired white dude. I just don't know who that actor is.
The guy who like talks to Neo.
Yeah.
Not Neil Patrick Harris.
No, not Neil Patrick. I seen the trailer. They show the trailer.
That guy you're talking about, he voices Kristoff in Frozen. That's Agent Smith. I'm like, that is the worst casting choice ever. and there's this really cringe scene where he screams Mr. Anderson when he looks at a gun and there's like, and then he screams Mr. Anderson out loud. I'm just like, what? It is so bad. This whole seriously, this movie is horrendous.
I don't know. Don't plan on watching it because I know.
No, don't.
I know a bad movie when I see a bad movie.
Honestly, that's not really the worst part. It's one of the worst parts, honestly. And like, no, because like one of the things it does horribly is like it fills you with so much member berries. Like, hey, remember this? Remember how cool this was? Yeah, like we're trying to like copy that. It's just not going to be as cool. And it's going to be irrelevant. there's a glimpse of that one scene where Agent Smith, the real Agent Smith, Hugo Weaving, is looking out the window, and it's the fake one, like in the same exact shot. It's just like, fucking hell, you're really doing this?
They did what they did.
It's so bad. Like, at least Ghostbusters and Spider-Man didn't do this shit.
No, they did it respectful. They did it right.
No.
Plus, they had people behind the scenes that like were respecting the material.
And I've heard people say like, "Oh, No Way Home was just nostalgia bait." It's like yes, it needed the nostalgia to like not carry the story, but like it needed it for the story. But like it was still entertaining and it worked. Like, it's kind of hard to explain in my opinion, but like in Matrix Resurrections, it just did not work. It was a fucking mess. This was going to be a mess in day one. It never should have happened. Like, this was just a cash grab, and I'm glad I did not see that piece of shit in the theater.
Yeah, and Darren Blackwood said it was like you could be watching the original instead. Definitely.
Yeah, exactly.
Just watch the original Matrix. Heck, watch even though I'm not a fan, go ahead and just watch the other two. The first three at least tells a complete story.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I mean, like I said, this new one makes the third one a masterpiece. like that's how bad this one is. And yeah, exactly. Like Dan Blackroyd says, literally the whole entire time of this new movie is like saying, hey, you can just be watching the original one.
Yeah.
Because when you watch that original one, it completely holds up.
Yes, it does. The first one does. It does. It's a good one.
Yeah.
All right, I'll do my final pick of the night, which you probably have no idea about. Yes, Key Witness. Oh, that's somebody new. Welcome, Key Witness. I love the first one too. The first one was great. It was a great flick. But yes, I'll do my final pick of the night here, and it is a VHS, and I guarantee you have no idea what this is, Runner. Stakeout with Richard Dreyfuss and Emilio Estevez.
Oh, I have heard of that. No, I'm just kidding.
I doubt you have. And this is really great tape too. I'm not sure if this is on Blu-ray yet. It might be just still only be on DVD. But if you have not seen this is a great little movie from the past that you probably wouldn't get to see made a whole lot today. These two cops, Richard Dreyfuss and Emilio Estevez, they go stake out this woman because her ex-boyfriend, who's an escaped convict, they're looking for him. They figure he will come to her, so they stake out her apartment. No, they stake out her apartment, and Richard Dreyfuss starts to fall in love with the lady. He starts going over there, hanging out, pretending to somebody else, and then complications ensue. It's a really great sort of action comedy romance movie. It just all works really well. So it's something that don't get made a whole lot today. It's a really good flick. And yes, HVP Stakeout with no Rosie O'Donnell. Definitely, they made a sequel with Rosie O'Donnell, and it was fucking trash. So don't ever watch the sequel. It is bad. It's bad. Watch out for the pitch.
It's not that it's so bad it's good. It's just bad.
It's just bad. Yeah, it's not when it's so bad it's good. It's just bad. But if you ever get a chance to watch the first one, it's pretty good. I mean, Amelia Estevez and Richard Dreyfuss play well off each other, and everything as well too. So yeah, it's I just got that not too long ago on at a thrift store haul I did. So yeah, if you get a chance, it's one of those Touchstone films that was like really cool. So yes, they played a great duo, Dreyfuss and Estevez. Emilio, the Mighty Ducks guy. Swear to God. You probably don't know what that's from too either, do you, Runner?
I know. I still haven't seen that movie yet. Heard it's good.
Huh?
What
was that?
Talking about Mighty Ducks, right?
No, I was talking about what that line I just said. You never said where it goes, Emilio, the Mighty Ducks guy. Swear to God. That's from Night at the Roxbury with Will Ferrell.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah, I doubt you've seen that. My humor is wasted on the youth.
Yeah, well, that's because I picked a more well-known, interesting movie than whatever you have on VHS.
I doubt that. Only the first Matrix was the well-known, interesting movie. The rest of them sucked.
Yeah, I mean the rest. You can say the rest of them sucked. I don't understand the hate for the second one as much. Yeah, the CGI shit, but like, you got to admit that highway scene is fucking badass. I mean, okay, they're not as good as the first one. Don't get me wrong. The third one is not a good movie, even though I don't hate it like most people do. Fuck the fourth movie.
But yes,
the first one's a masterpiece, though.
Yes, first one is a masterpiece, and Stakeout is a great movie. So check that out. And I appreciate it for coming on, Runner. Any final words before we close it out? Huh? Are you cutting in and out or what? Any final words before we close this out?
You were too.
Oh, sorry.
None much. Just check out my channel. I'm on Twitter as well. It's about it.
Oh, cool.
I don't know when I'll be putting out more content. It's just I've been really busy.
I get that. I've been really busy myself, but like I said, you're a mod. Drop your channel in the chat.
Yeah, I will. But I've also been like really, like I've been like rearranging my room because of like the TV and all that stuff. I'm trying to like rearrange my shelving area for my Blu-rays and 4Ks that I've got. Crazy shit.
This is interesting from Dan Black right here. They built that highway here in Sydney specifically for that movie, a long stretch of road way out in the sticks. And he said it never got used for anything else afterwards. Huh. That's interesting. That's kind of a waste, too. The things they do. But okay, thank you for coming on, Runner. Thank you, Tom, for always being here when you can. Hail to the chat, HVP, Dan Blackroyd, Key Witness, welcome. I hope you enjoyed what you saw. I know you came in late, but thank you for showing up. Chad Riddle, Anthony Draven, Brian Barth, Tim Hayes, Dragon Master 360, Larry, and Matt Squirrel. I think I got everybody. Hail to you guys. Thank you for showing up, and we will be back in the next year. We will be back because it will be next year by the time it comes on. Chad Riddle says they use that for the next Mad Max that road. Interesting. Thank you, Cosmic Squirrel. Great show. Good show. Thank you, HVP. Appreciate it. Go check out Runner. Check him out on his channel. Give him a follow. Give him a sub.
I'll drop it in the chat.
Yeah. Happy New Year 2022. Thank you, Key Witness. Happy New Year to you guys. Cynical, Happy New Year to you. Welcome. Did you say you dropped it in the chat?
I will.
Oh yeah.
Right now. All right.
And I just wanted to say thank you to all you guys in the audience for real, for hanging with us, coming week in, week out, subscribing if you're subscribed. I appreciate it. My goal was to get to 7K by the end of this year with only 2 days left now. I don't think I'm going to reach that goal, but that's okay. Just the fact that I got as many subs as I got and all you wonderful people show up and listen to us talk movies. I'm blessed. I'm blessed. So thank you. Truly, I appreciate it.
Oh, and in 2 more days, actually less than 2 days at this point, Cobra Kai season 4.
Yes, Cobra Kai never dies.
I'm
excited. I'm looking forward to that.
Yep, I'm probably gonna watch that immediately when it comes out.
Yes. But thank you. Like I said, thank you guys. I truly appreciate it. And if you're not subbed up, go ahead and sub up to Runner, me, Tom, everybody. And I thank you. And as we close, I usually would say you play a clip, but I'll play this clip to end out the year of the 25th episode of the Physical Media Show. Thank you.